all with the wrong hand. Any ambidextrous people? My cousin is left-handed, but no one else was in the family. I mean, it just happens sometimes, right? 35%, at least one of us should be a lefty. I mean, that's not how probabilities work, right? It could be the probability of, like, it could be, you know, 50-50, and you can still get heads 10 times in a row. The probability of it is very low, but it's statistically possible. My youngest is ambidextrous, yeah. I write equally poorly with both. Oh my god, writing with a ballpoint pen sucks as the lefty. So many smudges. Yeah. You need to write right to left. It makes sense. The law-abiding upright citizens half of, or citizen half, or the degenerate half, yeah. Oh my god, I love trying to draw right-handed. It's so awful and makes me appreciate my skills more. I have trouble with B, D, and P and Q with my left, although I have to try really hard about which direction. Orange Cat, did you say if you're right or left-handed? I'm really not participating in lefty slander. It changes nothing about me, but what hand I use, pretty much. Well, Overruler's just kidding, Kyle. Constantly switch hands when eating. I play tennis with both hands primarily, but overall I'm clumsily right-handed, yeah. Clumsily right-handed. Never said impossible, but fairly improbable. Oh, for sure, Karos, for sure. Oh, that's fine, Kyle. He's just trying to, make us laugh. Mainly right-handed, but I can't do most things with either, really. The only thing I can probably do is kick with my left foot. I used to be really bad when I played soccer with my left foot, but over the years I actually learned how to kick properly with the left foot. It used to be so awkward, like, I don't know what it is with that. Like, I can throw really good with my right hand, and whenever I throw with my left, I just can't do anything. It's such a strange feeling. It feels like you're competent, and then all of a sudden you just change one little thing, and you just feel like you're useless. You just feel completely useless. I guess practice makes perfect, right? And if you spend your entire life used to one thing, the minute you can't do that anymore, well, then it's completely different, right? Completely different. All right, that's one more. We're getting to the end. 4 more to go. Actually, 5 more to go. We have to do 7. We gotta do 7. I once taught myself to write without using my thumb because a friend of mine broke her and it was a struggle, so I wanted to be ready. Not writing with your thumb. How do you even hold it? It's worth mentioning that people who used to genuinely perpetuate that idea are scum. Yes, it's kind of... I mean, yo man, there has been some crazy shit that's happened in history over Ruler. My goodness. A lot of scummy shit. That's why I asked Taxi if when they corrected him out of it, if they slapped his hands with the ruler. He did say they were 100 years behind the time, so I would imagine someone there with a meter stick just use your right hand, just like slapping Taxi. I can picture it. Picture it. I don't feel like making straps. I want to play American Truck Sim instead. Why not? Hey, you've worked a lot the last couple of days. You're about to go back to work too, so I mean, take a break. Relax, play some truck sim, why not? A lot of Australia is so backwards. No, they would literally take the pencil out of my hand and put it in the other hand. That's fucked. Okay, going to get a bit more sleep. Carols, good luck. We'll see you later. That was my grandma. Now she is so bad at directions and passed it down to you. Oh no. This is from Super Mario 64. Apparently there is like some door that no one knew how to get in Super Mario 64, and someone got through it recently after 25 years. When the hell did Mario 64 come out? A long time ago. I didn't actually look at the article, so I have no clue what the door was and what was behind it. I'm I don't even know how they opened it. I don't know if they hacked the game to open it and there's nothing behind it or anything. I should have probably looked. But has anyone seen that? I don't know. When writing without your thumb, you grip the pen with the other 4 fingers. It's not comfortable, at least I know I can do it if you ever need to. You learn. I don't know if I needed to ever be that prepared. I broke my arm, my right arm, when I was a kid. I was like in grade 7. I broke my right arm. I tried to write with my left hand for a while until I just decided I was going to write with my right hand anyways, because I broke my arm around here, but I had a gigantic cast. And so writing with my right arm was annoying because I had to like move my entire arm in order to write, because I could still use my wrist and my fingers, but I tried to avoid that by writing with my left. You've never broken a bone? Not worth. Not worth. I just moved my arm. Wednesday morning mining class, teach students how to handle a big shaft. Oh my god. Big Steak's looking forward to his vacation. He's been working like a dog. Working like a dog. You've only broken your big toe on my right side. How did you break your big toe? I've only ever broken that arm. I'm fairly certain I probably broke one of my feet, but I never went to go get it checked out, and now it's perfectly fine, so could have just been a really bad strain. I've broken a pinky, wrist, elbow on my left arm, all at the same time or in separate incidents, Taxi. Okay, one more, that's another one. That's 3 down. I broke my wrist a few times. Anyone else break any bones? Statistically, almost everyone breaks at least 1 bone in their life, although apparently Yumino's beating the odds. I broke my toe in Kung Fu. My opponent blocked quite masterfully. Oof. I broke my wrist a few times. I'm pretty glad I naturally protected myself with my arms when falling. A broken arm is a lot less to deal with. Yeah, than a lot of other things. Yumino is just a perfect overachiever. I mean, she just did twist her ankle, so she's in pain now. She just hasn't broken a bone. I've only sprained my left foot 3 times, really. Yeah, I have plenty of injuries, but apparently just don't break. You had a hairline fracture after getting my ring finger stuck in a swinging door. Oof. That is rough. I fell off a 6-foot swing set once, face first. Oh, damn. How old were you, Yumino? We used to climb everything when we were kids. Climb trees, climb fences, climb the jungle gym, like... We climbed everything. My brother still climbs now because he goes to the climbing gym. But that was always a lot of fun. We were like monkeys. We didn't fall too often though. Orange Cat, enjoy the lurk. Good luck with the driving. Overruler, what are you up to this evening? You just chilling out? Did you continue any more Armored Core 6 now that you're not quite looking for that that camper anymore? Anyone else playing any video games? My mom's had at least 4 breaks since becoming a mail carrier, really? You wouldn't think carrying mail would be that dangerous. I don't know, it's like 4 or 5. Blood everywhere from my nose. I still remember how hard the ground felt on my face, but it was on grass. Well, I mean, the ground is hard. When I was 5 years old, it was Christmas Eve, and we were racing in the house, at my grandmother's house. And because my cousin was like, I want to test out my new stopwatch. So me and my sister race from one side of the, like not very far. We went to go touch the garbage can and then come back. I ended up slipping on the carpet and slammed my face into a marble table. I still have a scar right here, right in between my eyes. I had to go to the emergency room on Christmas Eve when I was 5. Even that is intense enough. I'm mining achievement out of Lightyear Frontier. Oh shit. So damn relaxing. I can't even explain it. Must be my farmer roots. Yo, farming games are sick. Lightyear Frontier, if it ever comes to PlayStation, I would definitely give it a shot. It looks really cool. Sci-fi farming, I'm 100% down. That's on Game Pass though, right? I'm lucky I never broke any bones despite 20 years of horse riding, though I've never had fair share of you've had your fair share of twisted ankles. I once sprained my ankle, but I was a kid and I honestly don't remember. I just know I have a scar. Part of it is because she's a clumsy bitch, affectionately, but the other part of it is traffic does not respect mail trucks. Oh boy, that's rude. You don't even want to think about everything you've broken, Sleeping Beauty. And I busted my chin open after trying to build a staircase of plastic milk crates. Oh no! You did the plastic milk crates. Wasn't that like some weird internet challenge? Or was there another one? I can't remember what it was. I hit a bookshelf and broke my forehead open. Doesn't that count as a bro? I still have a scar there. I had to go to the ER, and the worst injury I had when I was a kid was when I stepped on a rusty nail and it went right through my shoe. My mom had to take me to urgent care to dig it out. I still remember the injection they gave me into my foot to numb it. My mom said I screamed so bad I scared everyone in the waiting room. My goodness. I had a similar experience with a nail. I think I've talked about this story before. I stepped on like a mouse trap or something that had a nail in it and it went right through my foot or something. I don't remember any of that entire incident other than sitting like in a chair looking at my foot, and that's it. No broken bones, but a lot of other injuries. I must have been like 7 or 8 or something. I can't remember how old I was, but it was a very long time ago. I really don't remember much of the experience. It's like, what's your most vivid child memory? I vividly remember running on a beach when I was a kid at Virginia Beach and like falling in the sands and then having the ocean kind of wash over my face and then it going up my nose, and that's like one of my earliest vivid memories of being a kid. Just awful on the beach, getting wrecked by the ocean. I really don't know. I was like 5. It was a rite of passage to get into the big tree. Oh, so not recently. Okay, that's a lot fairer. Most vivid memory: falling onto the crate. That was the most, yeah. Poor duo. I stepped on so many nails, wires, and rake tines. Really, I was always up to date on my tetanus shots. Oh my goodness. I got a piece of lead from a mechanical pencil permanently stuck under the skin on the side of my foot. I was bouncing on a couch and landed on it. Oh my god. Damn, overruler. Wild kids over here everywhere. That does sound terrible. The skin won't like just push it out. So it's just there. Very interesting. Like that, my foot hurts just thinking about that. Like stepping on Lego. Just the Lego doesn't go inside you. It could. You don't want it to though, but it could. More Donkey Kong. Alright, we're at another repeat. This is 4. 3 more to go, although I will double check. I'm pretty sure we're at 4. I will quickly double check. Alright, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We are definitely at 4. I have that in the palm of your hand. Really, Sleeping Beauty. Not related to me, but in one of my online knitting groups, I read someone left her metal knitting needles on the couch and her kid sat on the couch and the needle went through their thigh. Really? I have very careful with my needles ever since then. How hard did they jump? Like they were like directly up? How hard did they jump on that couch that they got in? Oh, I mean, these things are pointy. Like, these things are really pointy, but like, damn, son. Are you going to, there you go. These things are very pointy, but like, can't imagine that. My earliest memory is falling off the cabinet because I slipped while trying to get cereal. Why are all our earliest memories tragic? Why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? I don't know, it must be below the epidermis, like tattoos. I never looked into it. It healed fine because it was a clean break. Okay, interesting. Very cool. Or not very cool, depending on how you see it. I don't need a knitting needle through the thigh. That is messed up. That is insane. Definitely don't need that in my life. I think so, but they were a little kid, like 3 to 4. I felt sick just reading it. That's crazy. Yeah. Those are the strongest core memories? Yeah, pretty much. The strongest core memories are ones of pain. My earliest memory is tragic, but not related to injury. Oh, really? Death in the family? Everything's getting so tight. So tight. Okay, this one is going slightly faster than the last one, but not much. Because the brain uses big injuries to learn. Hey, maybe I don't do this dumb thing, and then I just kind of sticks around. Seriously, eh? Veronica, what are you up to tonight? Are you still playing that humanity game? Or have you moved off of that? Have you finished? Are you still crocheting a lot? Okay. All the spinning. My earliest memory was when I was 3, and it was of my aunt's trailer at the time. It had wood walls and green carpets. I remember looking at family pictures hanging on their walls. Nice. That's not a bad memory. That's a good one. It's very sweet. I also remember the time I walked away from home at age 2. I was bored, so I wanted to see where that boulevard went, and I vividly remember the way the light shone through the trees. Yeah, reminds me of my kid in Story of Seasons, just wandering around the village in the middle of the afternoon, like, what are you doing, kid? Wandering around. How long until your parents found you, Kyle? Hopefully not too late. Thankfully, I found a nice store owner, and I had learned to parrot my name on a parent's phone number. Oh, really? I was 1.5, and we had flown over to Hawaii after my dad's discharge from the Navy. We were at the airport hotel waiting for him, and I kept getting behind the curtains on the floor of the ceiling window, crying for him. My mom kept putting me on the bed. Aw. At least, I mean, that's not too bad. At least he showed up at some point. I don't even know what my earliest memory is. Mom and I lived at grandma's for the time I was 2 to 4, so most of my earliest memories are from then, okay? Interesting. This reminded me of my nephew who did this. At the house in the middle of nowhere at 3 a.m., thankfully he walked up to the neighbor's house and brought him back. Wow. I think I was missing for like 3 hours? Oh my god. Wow. 3 hours, damn. The rest of my family never would believe me when I said I remembered the trailer because they moved out of it soon after, but I described it and they were like, wait, you were too young? Well, I mean, sometimes you just remember, right? I had short legs and it was a long walk, seriously, eh? Okay, one last one, and that's the 5th one. 2 more after this. We're getting there. I'm almost at the point when oh my god, I have to do pearl stitches. I have not done pearl stitches in so long. I have to do the garter stitches on the outside here, so we're gonna have to go back and forth. I have to go back and forth. I'm gonna have to double check my other sleeve. I'm pretty sure all I did was the decreases, and then I think it was long enough, and so we just went straight into the garter stitches, but I will double check if I did any extra stitches after the last decrease. We'll double check everything. My mom couldn't believe I remembered that. I asked her if it had happened or if it was a dream. Yeah. We went to our semi-local mall, but it was a bank holiday, so the only store open was the dry cleaners because they're cleaning. I'm not sure what would have happened if they weren't. My goodness. Dinner prep, no worries. Black bean tostadas before you ask. Sounds delicious. Good luck. We'll see you guys a little bit later. I had leftover lasagna. Queen made some lasagna. It was quite delicious. She always makes this. It is cottage cheese spinach lasagna. Pretty tasty. All vegetarian. No meat in there. No eggs. We always use pre-cooked noodles just because it's easier for the pasta, or for the lasagna, I should say. Pretty tasty, not bad. We froze half of it basically. We had some left over today. We ate some yesterday, and we've been portioning out our stuff. So we also made the pork peanut butter stuff that I talked about the other day. That was pretty good. That's also nice and frozen, so we could just take stuff out of the freezer when we need to. Although we didn't go grocery shopping this week, we're gonna have to probably go tomorrow. I'll go see what's on sale, because you gotta shop the sales right now. Groceries are so disgustingly expensive that the sales are what the regular price used to be sometimes, or most of the time, I should say. It's kind of rough out there. Kind of rough out there. So yeah, Chronica, are you still playing Humanity? Did you finish it? I don't know if you're still kind of rocking that. How's the crochet been going? Hopefully pretty good. Yo, Merle, welcome in. Nice to see you. How's the rest of V Rising today? Oh, popped in for a bit. Very different than Pokemon, I would imagine. I've not played any of it. It looks pretty interesting. I know it just released recently. Chaotic as heck. It looked like you were having fun, though. Burgers are done. Yo, Sleeping Beauty, enjoy. Have you ever done any crafting, Merle? Was a blast. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. As we listen to some lovely N64 music today, we got some Mario Party 2 right now. I haven't actually. I'm always impressed by crafters. It's surprisingly not that hard. It can just be like, it's a lot easier, obviously, if you have someone in your life that can help learn and teach you what you need to do. Using videos online is not too bad, but having a person there really helps so much. Knitting, crochet, cross stitch, they're all, I mean, cross stitch is probably the easiest out of all of them. It's just probably the most time consuming. Cross stitch is really good. My mom taught me how to knit. I wanted to make some gifts for some people, and I was making some scarves. Knitting's fairly simple. It's not too bad. A lot of crafting is just following instructions, and at the base, the easiest instructions, like just doing regular stitches, is really not that bad. Getting started is probably rougher than actually doing what it is. If you were to craft, what would be the most interesting for you? I only learned how to crochet last year. We're just about done this sleeve. All I have left to do after this last decrease is going to be I have to do the ribbing, or not the ribbing, I have to do the cuff. We're just about at the cuff. But honestly say that crochet is one of the easiest ones to get into, just because you can actually see results and stuff after a few hours. That's true. Knitting is a very long process. Maybe not as long as cross stitch, but it can be very long. Although you can work on small stuff as well. Crochet is very fast. Crochet is easily probably the fastest craft. Kyle is right. That was the 6th stitch. One last one to go. Let me just double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can count, you can craft. All you need to do most of the time is count. Pretty much. Sorry, I just tapped my mic. Fennel, welcome in. How you doing? What is up? How's the new place? Are you all moved in? I don't know if you still have boxes everywhere, but hopefully everything's doing well. How are ya? Counting is hard. Counting can be hard. Math can suck, but it really depends. Knitting can be fast too if you work with big yarn. That's true. Working with big yarn can help. That and gigantic knitting needles. I have my vampire stakes. Fennel, how you doing? Overruler, where did you meet Fennel? Yo, Dragon, welcome in. How you doing? I'm doing great. Enjoy the lurk. We'll be here, Dragon. Thanks for popping in. Really appreciate that. What is going on here? This is just not... There you go. That was weird. I just could not get that stitch done. Oh, you met her... Oh, you met Fennel here? Fair. You met them here. Fennel, how you doing? That's right. I'm stupid. You guys... Yes, you guys try to get me drunk. Together. Yo, Almighty, welcome in. How you doing? I'm right. A fairly chill day today. May hang and knit for a bit. True. What have you been knitting lately, Fennel? More socks? I'm at the end of Sleeve Island. I am Drea. Drea, how you doing? What is up? We are close. I'm on the last decrease. We're almost at the cuff. The only thing is, I think the cuff is gonna take like 40 something loops. And I don't know how long a loop takes. If a loop takes me 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's 200 minutes, 400 minutes, a few hours at least of knitting. Depends how quickly I go. Good, watching shows with the wife right now. With Dragon and Joy, what are you watching? Overruler's just incredibly friendly person. No. Tried to get you drunk. For sure, got me drunk that night. That's true, Fennel. Welcoming a community like this, one helps. Yeah, for sure. 100% Overruler. 100%. Yes, that was fun. We were playing Frostpunk. I vividly remember that now. You're alright? Been a fairly chill day today. I may hang and knit for a bit. Well, I appreciate that. I'm doing pretty good, Almighty. What have you moved on to now? Yo. What is your next project after this one? So I'm probably going to do some crochet stuff. For knitting, I'll probably knit a hat. Lazy Chocobo, I want to knit a hat, and then I want to try and knit a hat with cables. But I'll do a hat first since I've never done one. So we'll do a hat first, I'll learn that, and then I'll try and do cables. But for the rest of the month, we're going to be doing some crochet, I think. Irregular at Magic High School? Ooh. Well, have fun, Dragon. Enjoy. The drinking was fun, though. I still have my shot at my desk. If I ever went back to streaming, I think a drinking night may be in order. My next prepped game will be Lego 2K Drive. How are you enjoying that? That game looked really cool, honestly. I used to love on the N64, speaking of the fact that we're listening to a bunch of N64 stuff, Micro Machine Racing. That thing was sick. Because there's something fun about being a toy in like a big environment that, you know, is an everyday thing, right? People make racetracks in the kitchen, in the living room, over bedrooms, and like on desks and stuff. And I loved Micro Machines, and so like the Lego 2K Drive kind of feels like a Micro Machine sized, sort of. And that's just really cool to me, honestly. Gives me a nice little bit of nostalgia. It's really good. You're enjoying it. Duo, will you be crocheting? What will you be crocheting? And can you share a link to the pattern? I want to crochet along. I'll definitely do that when I get to it. I'm not sure what I'll be crocheting. Probably a small little top hat, because that was the joke I was supposed to do a while ago. So a little top hat. Maybe one of the little duckies that Bus Driving Pony had showed the other day. They sent me the pattern. And so I will probably do one of those. Probably some just small amigurumis, nothing crazy. Hats are fun, especially with cables. Yeah, Lazy Chocobo. Fucking GoldenEye. Nice. I'm sure to have yarn that fits that. Yeah. Overruler planned to be waiting a long time? Maybe one day, Fennel. Have you been doing your knitting blog? Or yeah, you haven't had time, eh? Time and will? Not easy. Alright, that's the last one. Decrease time. Let's do it. Let's see if I remember to do both decreases. Actually, before I do that, let's spin this. My internet presence fell off like a year ago, I feel. I mean, yeah, but you're busy and work